world. It's good to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I just want to go home.
You really?
Yeah.
Well, we would like for you to get to your home, but we also want for you to get recovery while you're here and to ensure that we can kind of integrate some coping strategies to make sure that you're a stronger person when you get back to your home environment, okay?
Okay.
Are you up for that today?
I mean, I guess I have to be here.
I hear you. Well, I appreciate you for coming in. I know you don't want to be here, but we love that you are coming here to, one, get help for yourself, most importantly. Okay, so you can get back to your daily activities and things that are meaningful to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So I know last time when we spoke, we talked about a couple things with your occupational profile, things that you identified that are meaningful to you. So the next step, what we like to do is use a tool, basically just having a conversation to identify what are those things that are important to you and how you feel like you are doing in those things. Okay?
Okay.
Does that sound like something you're up for today?
Sure.
Okay. No worries. It's going to be really just a conversation piece. There's no right or wrong answer. Today we're going to be using what's called the Canadian Occupational Performance Measure, or the COPM. It's not a test. It's a conversation, like I was saying. And we basically just want to see what matters to you the most and how you feel about doing them and how satisfied you are with doing it, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to ask you a couple questions and we're going to fill out this sheet. We're going to fill it out together, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to explain to you this sheet. So basically you'll fill out your information here.
Okay.
So your name.
Okay.
All right, and then your therapist name, Lakeisha. And your date of birth.
Okay.
Yes, and then the initial assessment is going to be today. And this is a great tool because we can use this throughout your treatment sessions. And we're going to be doing a reassessment within 2 weeks, okay? And then we'll do it another 2 weeks after that. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so there you go. All right, so let's talk about your daily life from the morning to evening. What are some things you found difficult to manage lately?
So like mostly sticking to a routine, like getting up, showering, eating.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get back to meetings, but I haven't been going, like my AA meetings.
Okay.
So I just don't go.
Okay.
I just don't feel like it.
Okay. So what about down as like your daily routines is one of them that we'll talk about today.
Do you want me to write that down?
Yes, we'll write down your daily routine.
Okay. Yeah,
awesome.
I want to improve on that.
Okay.
I just don't even try.
Okay. Thank you. All right. And then what about, is there any relationships or roles that you want to reconnect with?
Yeah, my son.
Okay.
I haven't spoken to him or seen him in 27 years.
27 years. Okay.
Yeah.
That must be really challenging to hear. Probably really kind of disheartening to you.
Yeah.
Would you like to write that one down as well? Reconnecting with your son?
Yes.
Okay. I think that would be an awesome one too. Great.
Yeah, I do want to do that.
I think that would be really important for your recovery process as well. And then what about, is there anything, what about like work? Maybe having a job to provide for routine, purpose, stability? How do you feel about returning to work?
I mean, I actually like working with computers,
nice.
But I just never stayed clean long enough to like keep a job long enough.
Okay. I think that's something that maybe we can kind of help you navigate with that. And let's write that one down too. Do you want to write that one down?
Yeah, I think that I would like to do that. I mean, the drugs is just what's messing everything up.
Okay, so getting back to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so got it. So keeping a job will make you feel proud. It's something that we want you to be a part of, so you can have identity, like in the work life as well. So having those three will work with those three. Okay. Does that sound like something you would like to work towards too, or seeing how important it is to you?
Yeah, definitely. I think that I need to like stop doing drugs.
Yes. So we will work with these. first. All right. So now that we have the daily routine, the reconnecting with your son, and working towards a job. So how important are these? Now, I'm going to ask you to rate how important each of these areas are on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being not that important and 10 being very important to you. So in this right here, you'll write the importance, the number right next to it, okay?
Okay.
So daily routine, how important is that to you?
It's so 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's important.
Okay. And then what about like reconnecting with your son?
I think it's a 9.
9? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Good identifying. All right. So within the daily routine, we have like personal hygiene.
Okay.
So I'm going to write that next to it too.
Okay.
And how would you rate that one for importance?
I would say an 8.
An 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then to kind of incorporate these back into your life and to help you get back to these meaningful activities, using healthier coping strategies. We're going to write that down as well too.
Okay.
Would you think identified how important those are to you? Let's go ahead and annotate your performance in those right now. Like, how do you feel like you're performing in those areas? Okay, we'll do it together. No worries. Okay. So your performance in your daily routine, how do you feel about that? How do you feel satisfied about that? In the same scale, 1 to 10, 1 being not satisfied at all, and 10 being the most satisfied with it. Your performance.
Say for the daily routine, I would say a 1.
A 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and write that down. This is great. This is great things that we need to identify.
Here.
So it can help you with your treatment. Yep. So daily routine, and you'll put it right there. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, 1.
Awesome. Okay. And then what about your the reconnecting with your son performance satisfaction right now?
0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing with that. This is good. This is good to identify. Okay. And then remember we're talking about the hygiene, personal hygiene.
Yeah.
How about that in your performance? How do you feel about that?
I would say
In your scale.
4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Harold, so that completes our first assessment that we're going to do. So that's going to move into the goals that we're going to set together, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to set up a long-term goal for you during your treatment sessions, and that's going to be over the next course of 6 weeks. And we'll kind of utilize this goal as like a benchmark to reach, but we'll utilize like short mini goals to reach up into that long goal, okay?
Okay.
And we'll do this by so for your long-term goal, we would like for you to have 2 healthy coping strategies that you're going to be learning through our treatment sessions. And that's going to help you manage stress and maintain a daily routine that supports you incorporating getting back to reconnecting with your family and getting back into the work life.
Okay.
Is that something that you would like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I can try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. And then most importantly, for the short-term goals, we're going to identify work. So you're going to identify like who you are and your strengths that you do have, and some personal values that you support that will support you during recovery. Okay. And then so we'll do some coping practices while in our treatment sessions, and you'll learn some practice of coping to manage stress and cravings, so you won't go back to like substance, or you can kind of restrain yourself.
Okay.
And then our third short-term goal is to return back to work prep, and you'll create a simple daily routine, and we'll do that in our sessions. That's going to kind of help you kind of stick to a daily routine like you used to do in the military. Okay. So we want to make sure that our goals are always about you. It's always you are the center of the focus of our goals, of what is meaningful to you. And from that assessment, we're able to develop those goals for you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
great.
I guess I can work.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So we're going to do 3 activities today, and I think you're going to really enjoy them. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Say so.
All right. So the first one we're going to talk about, who am I? All right. Don't worry. We're going to work with this together. We're going to basically be filling out a worksheet. Okay.
Okay.
So
guide me through it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I'm excited to hear. So we're going to have a worksheet and we're going to be identifying who you are and how you identify as that, who you are, okay? So yes. So you identify like who you are, right? What role you are, and then how you rate yourself within that role. Okay. And then we're going to say, well, how is it meaningful to you? And this is going to help us really develop our treatment sessions as we go along the way. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we can fill out together. So your first one, what is something that you identify yourself as?
I mean, I would say I'm a father.
Okay.
But I'm just not a present father.
Okay. We can write that down.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay. And then how would you like to rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being like you don't feel like you're present in that role, or 10 being like you are present within that role?
I think I would say 4.
A 4? Okay, 4 is good. We can work with that. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about another role?
I mean, I'm just in the military, so I guess veteran.
Okay, that's very meaningful. Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you would like to write down veteran?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. And then how do you feel like you identify with that role? How much meaning is that to you that you feel like you fulfill right now?
I would say like a 6.
6? 6 is good. Okay. Nice. And then last, one more. What about one more? Do you have anything?
I mean,
you identify as?
I think I'm like a supportive friend, but my friends aren't the greatest.
Okay.
It's all we do is drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. So
I'm supportive, but it's not the healthiest thing.
Okay. I think you said something really important though. You said you are supportive, right? So even though your friends may not be positive friends right now in your circle, you're positive, you are supportive. Mm-hmm. So you can translate that over to maybe another friend group if we decide to.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully someone here in the groups, when I go to my sessions or my meetings, maybe I can make friends there.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan too. Yeah. Good. We'll keep that in mind as well too.
Okay.
So could you tell me what it means to you to be a father?
I feel like it feels like I'm leaving a legacy. Like that's important to me. But my son probably hates me. But he's literally what I leave behind in this world, so that's important. But his mother won't let me see him, or didn't let me see him because of my drug use.
Okay.
So that took a toll in our relationship, and then I was so far gone, it wasn't healthy for me to have a relationship with him.
Okay. So that is really meaningful to you, and you probably would like to, I know you already identified that you want to reconnect with your son.
Do you need me to write that down too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. And I think this is really a therapeutic process too, of you just getting it out of your mind and putting it down on paper. Because I noticed that we have some, what we like to call distortive thoughts that we can really work with too. Okay. All right, so we can move on to the veteran one. All right, what does that mean to you to be a veteran?
I feel like it was such a good part of my life. I felt like it was something to be prideful of or have pride in, but it obviously all led to my drug use, and I didn't have any coping skills, but I feel like I'm so proud of serving my country. So me and my buddies, we're all messed up. So all we do is we're prideful, but we drink and we abuse drugs. But I think what's important is like how much love we have for our country.
Wow, that's really deep. Thank you for sharing. I love that you said that you're prideful with being a veteran. I think that's really important to share and to resonate with. Definitely write that down too.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, and then your last one.
Well, supportive friend. I mean, we're all not in our healthiest, but I feel like me being there for some of my buddies and listening to them, even if we're messed up, I think that's what makes me feel good inside sometimes, because I can help them just by sitting there doing drugs with them and just being there present.
Okay.
Because we're all alone.
Yeah.
So that's what that means to me, and just being present.
being present already.
Yeah.
Good. Let's write that one down as well.
Okay.
All right. So I'm really proud of you for writing this down and being vulnerable and sharing that. I think this is a great tool that we can use, even if you're feeling really happy that day, or if you're feeling really low that day and your thoughts are telling you that you're not good enough or you're not who you are. Just remember that you still identify as these roles, and that your substance abuse does not identify you and hinder you from these roles. This is still within you, okay? So I want you to remember this and continue to write these down and add upon it, okay?
Okay.
The days that, this activity may feel too hard for you, you don't have to write it down. Just say it in your mind, remember it. And the days that you feel really courageous and you really want to get after it, build upon this. So you can say what it means to me and what are the steps I'm going to do in order to be a better person within that role.
Okay.
Does that feel like something you would like to do?
Yeah, I think this actually feels better.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you for being open during that identity activity. I want you to stay with the theme and kind of reconnecting with those parts as we move into activity 2, okay?
I mean, as long as you don't tell anybody what I told you, we have no problems.
Yes, you definitely have client confidentiality here, so I will not be sharing that.
I don't open up to just anybody.
I understand, and I thank you and I appreciate you for being vulnerable with me.
Okay.
So we can build that relationship, as we go through this process.
Okay.
Okay.
I trust you. Let's see if I continue with this trust.
So the next activity that we're going to be doing, I think you're really going to enjoy this one, and this is definitely a coping strategy that you can use throughout your daily kind of like day. Okay. Definitely when people are like talking to you and you feel a little bit irritable, or you're feeling like you're not fulfilling your roles of, getting back to being a father or getting back into the work life kind of thing. Okay. This is going to be a great tactic for you to use. Okay. So we're going to be doing is a breathing technique called 4-2-6, and this helps calm down the body and gives your brain space to choose a different response when you feel a little bit agitated or just not who you want to be. Okay. Sometimes we get a little agitated and we want a response that it's kind of negative, but sometimes we just need to give our brain some time to think.
Okay.
All right. Is this something you'll be interested in trying out with us?
I'll try it.
Okay.
Hopefully it helps me not pick up a bottle or a line, something.
Okay. Yeah, we can try it out then. Okay. All right, great. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. And then you're going to hold for 2 seconds. Hold. And then you're going to exhale for 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we're going to do it together. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to do one more. Come on. How do you feel?
A lot calmer. It would have helped me before this bar fight I got into.
Okay. All right.
That calmed me down.
All right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to add on another technique with the breathing, okay? So sometimes I've heard a little bit of a distortive thinking, or like negative thoughts are kind of intruding your mind, especially when that substance, you're just kind of having those cravings or those urges to use again, or just those feelings that you're not good enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called mind reframing or rethinking reframing, okay? It's a cognitive behavioral therapy that we use basically as strategies. And what it does is basically try to cancel out those negative thoughts that come around your mind, okay?
Okay.
So what we're going to do is, so this is an example. So when you're doing your breathing exercises, you may have like an option to say, this urge will pass, when you're having those cravings. Okay. Or you can say, I can pause before I react. Does that resonate?
Yeah, I can definitely pause.
Okay. Yeah. Or you can even say, I don't have to prove anything right now. I'm here and present.
Okay. I like the I can pause before I react.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you like that. All right, so let's go ahead and do the breathing one more time.
Okay.
And what I want you to think in your mind is I can pause before I react. Okay.
Say it in my mind or out loud?
You can say it in your mind.
Okay.
And then we're going to do it out loud, okay? But I want you to
Okay.
hear your own thoughts saying it, okay? All right, let's breathe.
Pause before I react.
Do you believe that?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little.
That's all that matters. We're going to continue to say that, okay, to ourselves.
Okay.
Okay? So what I like for you to do, I think that you could really use this during your day, at any time really, and take this with you, is to just use this exercise, when you're waking up in the morning or just not feeling who like you want to be or you're thinking about substance. Just relax, be mindful, right? Be present and be supportive of yourself because you're already a supportive friend. You be as supportive to yourself as well. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Good. Thank you. Move into our activity 3. And I think activity 3 is going to be a good solid activity for you to do. Okay. Okay. So as we move throughout, our structure of the treatment sessions here, I think just building a kind of a routine that guides you, and it's kind of like intentional to build structure throughout your day, kind of relative to like what the military did. You knew what time you're waking up, you knew your uniform, you know where you're to be. So that structure, you felt cohesive to a unit, you felt cohesive to your friends. It's just going to give you more meaningful of your daily kind of activities that you do, right?
Okay.
So what I would like to do is build one together. Okay? All right, so we're going to use this activity sheet called the Weekly Schedule for Behavioral Activation.
Okay.
Today, we will fill out just one day, though, okay?
Okay.
I don't want to overwhelm you. And we're towards the end of our session, so I don't want to overwhelm you, but what I like to do is help you fill this out intentionally and mindfully of the activities that we will do for just a Monday, a regular Monday. And then we can see how we can incorporate this back when we are getting discharged, back at home, and how we continue to use this. Okay?
Okay.
Is this something that you're interested in doing? Would like to?
Yeah, because I don't have I don't even have a routine that I follow. I just go with it.
Okay.
And I don't get anything done.
Okay. Good. All right. So we'll say for the morning, what would you like to do in the morning? So like what time do you want to wake up?
I feel like I always wake up like around 8.
8. Okay. 8 is great. Yeah. All right. So we can write down 8 o'clock then. Okay. Wake up. Okay. And then do you wait to eat breakfast? Would you like to wait?
I usually eat breakfast like right after I wake up.
Okay.
So I don't really cook anything. I just put something in the microwave or like have a bowl of cereal or something.
Okay. Good. But intentional eating. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and write breakfast right to it too, so you know exactly what you're going to be doing. Good. So now when you wake up, intentionally, I'm going straight to my breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's go to the next hour. Is there any activities that we've done with these sessions that you may want to incorporate?
Well, I really like the breathing.
Okay.
That calmed me down a lot.
Good.
And then maybe that can help me not want to pick up like substance.
Okay. Yeah, let's write that down then.
Breathe.
Yeah. So we got 9 a.m.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have to go anywhere on Mondays. So yeah.
Okay.
I'll be home still.
Okay. Breath work on. Okay. Good. All right. And then making sure, if need be, we can use still that cognitive behavior strategies with the thoughts, the positive thoughts, so we can still incorporate that too. Just be mindful of that.
Okay.
And then what about lunch? What time do you prefer to eat lunch?
Actually, sometimes I forget. About like noon.
Noon? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Noon.
That sounds good. Good. Okay. And then what time? So we want to incorporate that you are speaking with your family, connecting with them some kind of how. It doesn't have to be like your son right now, right? Okay. But maybe like your siblings. So let's incorporate that. Trying to reconnect with them, whether it's like a text message or calling. Let's incorporate that. Probably before, what time would you like to do that?
I feel like right after lunch.
Okay.
Because I actually remembered I actually do have to go to the VA in the afternoons.
Okay, good.
So, I mean, I do want to reconnect with my son, though. I want to talk to him.
Yeah.
My brothers are fine.
Okay. All right. So I think this will be a great practice to start with your siblings. So you can be comfortable with reaching out to them first.
Okay.
While you're looking, for your son and your ex-spouse. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So incorporate that. All right. And you said what time is your meetings?
It's usually like at 2.
Oh, 2?
2 p.m.
And that's at the VA?
Yeah, that's where I have my support group.
Okay,
well,
good.
When I'm not here.
Okay.
Because I'm here all day.
Okay. Let's write that down.
Okay.
Awesome. Good. Okay, and then we do want to incorporate some kind of, getting after that job aspects, but you're already there at the VA, right?
Yeah.
And they do have job opportunities. What do you think about maybe just making a pit stop, seeing?
I would love that. I don't feel confident.
Okay, we can work towards that. Okay. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we can still just pencil it in. If we don't feel like we can knock it out, that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be a strict, rigid routine. It's just something that we have, to guide us along the way.
Okay.
And then what about our evenings? Because that's pretty much a full day, huh?
I would usually go to the bar and have food at the bar with Tony and the boys.
Okay. Okay. So instead of going to the bar, what is a healthy strategy that we can do instead? Maybe
just go home and make a TV dinner or microwave a TV dinner by myself.
Okay.
Or maybe.
And what about just ending off your day? What about that journaling that we talked about? Just being reflective.
Yeah, I really want to write stuff down.
Okay.
Because I bottle it all up. And that's why I always pick up the bottle.
Okay. All right.
So I guess I could write that down.
Okay.
Because that would probably keep me from drinking.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So we just created a schedule just for one day. Okay. So this is a tool that you can use when you get home. You can use this daily, the night before, just write out your schedule, because these are going to help identify maybe like some triggers or like some routines that were more privy to you of using substance. And we want to get into a routine that kind of keeps you away from the substance use. Okay. So just having this in place is already a guide, just follow along. That's going to be supportive to what you're trying to do in life right now.
I can probably do that here.
Yeah, definitely.
Work on it tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds so great.
Yeah.
Cool. And then even if, this gets too hard, just do a morning session, just plan your morning. Okay. Or you feel really courageous, do the next 5 days or even a week. But I want you to start from where you are right now. Whatever you can fill out, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
So we went over a lot today. Thank you once again, Harold, for coming in. So we went over the COPM, which was a kind of a tool to identify how you identify with roles and how you perform with them. We identified some things. Okay. We went over some goals. We did 3 activities. With those activities, we did the one that we just finished, the schedule. We did the breathing with the positive thoughts. And we also did the who am I to identify who you are as a person.
Okay.
So is there any activities that you feel like resonated with you that you would like to take with you at home to do? Is there one that you really enjoyed?
I like the schedule.
Okay. The schedule.
I like that a lot.
Okay.
And I like the breathing.
Breathing. Okay. Good. So that will be your home exercise plan then. So we'll incorporate that. And what I want you to do is continue to work on this. Okay.
Okay.
So, night before, the first thing in the morning, just continue to work on this and find other times or days that you can incorporate more of that breathing exercise.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
I want to do that.
Good. So the next time I see you, I'd like for you to bring in the sheet so I can see how you've been doing with filling that out.
Okay.
And I can help you either restructure, sustain, kind of restore, establish any other routines or goals that you may have, okay?
All right.
Okay, do you have any questions of me?
No, Doc. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, I really do appreciate you for being vulnerable and authentic. And I'm excited for your recovery. And I'm excited to empower you and as you empower your own self to go through the session, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.